Am I the asshole for threatening to quit my job because my wife is so much selfish and hoards her inherited money? My 35am and wife, 33F, inherited a large chunk of her late father's sizable estate. She made it very clear that the money she inherited was supposed to go to her dad's bloodline, also known as her and our children, in 13F9M, that I'm not entitled to a cent of it. We live in North Dakota, and I make 52K a year doing a property management job I hate. It gets old driving around dealing with tenants who take their frustration out on me because my boss decided to cut corners. My wife worked as an accounts payable clerk making 32K. She hated her job because there was no growth and it was boring. But she held the job to show her dad she was responsible. Her dad died, and now she inherited a 5-bedroom mortgage-free house in another state. It's in one of the most HCall areas near a private college, where nearly all the students come from East Coast private schools. She rented out the house by bedroom to students and gets $6,000 a month when it's all said and done. The rest of her inheritance is locked in a trust that pays out $15K a month. Living in North Dakota, the approximately $252,000 she gets is more than enough to live well. However, I feel my wife has been unfair with how she's handled the money. Right away, she rented herself a BMW. And then she decided she was done cooking and would order out every day. The problem is, I have high cholesterol, and a lot of the foods aren't good for me. And the foods that are good for me, she never leaves enough real leftovers. I can stomach the fact that her inheritance is hers, but it does hurt that I've never resisted picking up the financial burden when I earned more. But she hoards all her new money. She puts her inheritance disbursements and rent income all into accounts under her name. And meanwhile, our day job incomes kept going into joint bank accounts. That would make sense, but then she quit her job out of the blue last week. She said she looked at her boss, 50F, and that she was not cut out to work until she was old like her. She wants to pursue her passion for photography but doesn't want to earn money from it. So she quit. But the problem is that she quit because she gets $250K plus, basically effort-free. I don't benefit from that but still have to pay for the mortgage and other household expenses since she refuses to pay for it, citing it as joint expenses.